What's up, everybody? Welcome to Game Moves episode 150. Oh my god, we're finally here. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Durford, alongside the Broccoli Brock McLaughlin.
150, baby. We made it.
We made it. We're only halfway to 300, you guys.
Yeah. 150 Pokemon, 150 episodes of the show.
Yeah, that's a lot.
This
man.
is the Mewtwo episode.
But if you include Mew, then we don't have all the Pokemon.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't want to include Mew.
Next week will be after the holidays will be.
The best part about that is that we'll return once again to an episode that is it's a palindrome. Drew.
Yes, that's true.
And the Ghost of the Most, Drew McMillan, is here. Also, you're like Mr. Lore now.
Mr. Mythology.
Mr. Mythology. That's the name you were dubbed.
I'm leaning into it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is actually happening.
Yeah.
Of course, this being the Game Moves podcast that happens every single Monday at noon Eastern Standard Time, except for next week and the week after. We'll talk about that in a second. You can find us on podcast services across the globe, except for SoundCloud or Spotify. If you like what we do, of course, please rate us, review us on your podcast service of choice. All that stuff really helps us out. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, even though it's audio only, please like the video and subscribe to our channel, all that cool stuff.
Just picture us naked.
You can do that.
Because we are.
We are.
We definitely are.
Clearly. So housekeeping, first of all, we talked about it last week. We talked about the week before. There's no show next week.
Nope.
There's no show the week after.
It's the holidays.
We're going to be off for 2 weeks.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah. So the next show that let me pull up my ye old calendar because I didn't memorize the day. The first show y'all will have us back for Monday, January 7th is when we'll be back.
That's right.
We will be returning to your ear holes back then.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Brock's going to hang out with his mom.
I'm going to have my yearly glass of eggnog where I take one sip and realize I hate eggnog.
Eggnog is disgusting.
It's really gross.
It's a drink with egg in it.
Yeah, it's
Who thought that was a good idea?
It's so filling. You feel terrible after.
It's bad custard. It's like somebody made custard and it was like, oh, it's too runny. Let's just drink it.
It's gross.
Monsters.
Crazy people.
Yeah.
Crazy people drink eggnog.
I'm going to be sitting by the fire with my dogs, watching my favorite Christmas movies, like Die Hard and Gremlins.
Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
Oh boy, let's not start on this.
We have this fight every year, Ryan. Die Hard is 100% a Christmas movie.
Any movie is a Christmas movie if you want it to be.
You know,
That's not true at all.
It is.
That's not how movie
No one's stopping you from watching the movie around Christmas time.
yeah, like a lot of people think that the Sound of Music is a Christmas classic. A lot of people think that It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas movie, and they're not explicitly Christmas movies.
It's just set around December.
Yeah, I mean, like, for God's sake, Die Hard has a guy dressed up as Santa in it.
It's true.
Ho ho ho!
I like
I have a
Bad
machine.
Santa.
Yeah.
Bad Santa?
Bad Santa's my fave.
That's not my jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton doesn't do it for you? I'm shocked, Drew.
I really don't. I don't care for that man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I also dislike movies where they cast little people as elves. Well, I appreciate he's not actually an elf, but
Well, he's a store elf, though.
yeah, it just kind of feels shitty. I really like that actor. I don't know his name. He's very, very funny. I was just
But he was in the greatest of all the Leprechaun movies, Drew. Leprechaun 2.
he is.
Yeah, he's dressed up as a leprechaun.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And he's very drunk.
Do you
on
prefer when the
drugs.
elves are young with big boobs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, who doesn't?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is why I play Dragon Age.
Really?
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of Dragon Age,
segue.
I don't know.
Before we get into that, Drew,
Yeah.
we have other housekeeping. So, Drew, you were on HUT this week.
I was on television. I was on your television box.
So, if you have Super Channel, it's on demand. If
Yeah.
you should go watch Thursday's episode, Drew's there.
You can see me
Mr.
talking
Mythology.
about. You can see me talking about the lore of Dragon Age.
See?
that was my
I
dope
made your segue work.
Yeah, look at that. Just put the pieces together.
So yeah, if you want to go check that out, you can. Also, I was on the Nintendo Talk Live with our buddy Bobby, the Nintendo Guru.
You were.
You've already missed the live stream. We're recording before that happens, but you can check it out on youtube.com/the Nintendo Guru. It's right there.
Very exciting.
It's very exciting. We're probably going to talk about 32X a lot.
Yeah.
Because that's a Nintendo console. I'm going to claim it is anyways.
I mean, push for it, man.
Yeah.
If you believe, anything can be true.
If we believe. So
Yep.
now that we've come to the end of the year, of course, we did mention last week that our Game of the Year show will be when we come back. But we wanted to quickly talk about 2019 for a second. So, Drew, let me start with you, and I give Brock time to think about this. What are you most excited about in 2019 for games?
I feel like this is like one of those year of possibilities. We're in that weird time where like consoles are winding down and new consoles are winding up. We're in that sort of dark sort of middle spot where we don't hear a lot. But this is usually in the console cycle when we get the best games.
Yeah.
This is usually when people have really figured out how to like leverage the hardware the best way, how to really be like, they're not constrained by the technology as much, and they're just being creative and fun and doing cool stuff. And I feel like that's like, we're going to get some really cool announcements. I'm really excited to see what Anthem actually turns into, but I'm still taking it with a heavy dose of skepticism. I know a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, well, BioWare fucked up."
I was gonna say there's a lot of doom and gloom surrounding Anthem right now, from what I'm seeing.
But to be fair, the reason why Andromeda sucked is because they were putting all of their effort into Anthem. So
well, and also like we talked about in our spoiler cast, there was more than what was wrong with it besides the technical issues in Andromeda. There was a lot of design issues with that game that
fundamental design issues. It took them a long time to figure out what they were actually going to do with that game and stuff like that. And like it was essentially a rookie studio working with BioWare. It wasn't really BioWare.
Yeah. Like it wasn't BioWare proper.
No. Yeah. It wasn't the big brains. So it'll be exciting to see what Anthem turns into, and we're starting to get hints of story. We're also starting to get hints of like the late stage capitalism stuff that Activision does to all games. Where like we're starting to see like the skin packs and stuff that they're already starting to sell. There's like a special edition where you get like a unique set of like appearance things for your suit and shit like that. I don't know. That stuff kind of frustrates me, but whatever. I'm hoping that it's a good game. But like there's so much coming. Like we know that there's a bunch of like Microsoft had acquired a bunch of studios and like hopefully we'll start hearing what they're working on. I know it's kind of a long shot. The other thing too, I sort of learned this a little bit after listening to some Jeff Gerstmann talk about some stuff, and I was like, yeah, he's right. Going into this console generation, a lot of developers weren't sure if console video games were a thing anymore.
Right.
Mobile games had taken over so much. A lot of them were shifting their efforts towards that and were holding back.
There was also a lot of talk too that it was like going to be the last console generation. That famous quote from like Yves Guillemot.
Remember how big Clash of Clans was in 2012? It was nuts.
Yeah.
Like it had taken over the world.
And everybody,
and Angry Birds and
everybody was
Crush.
Yeah, everybody was insane. Everyone was like, no, this is it. Like mobile games are going to be it. So like EA, Activision, they were pulling back from conventional games development. And then everyone realized that actually, no, like the console sold better than anyone expected.
Yeah.
Right. Xbox, PlayStation, and then the Switch all sold better than anyone thought they would. And then the biggest game out there was huge by virtue of the fact that it was on all of those consoles. Now it's on mobile too, and it's making that money as well. But they're realizing the money is just, if you make really great games, people are going to want to buy them. Fortnite has made Epic $1 billion.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, I think more than that by now, but
no, it's official. It's $1 billion.
Official.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
So like people want to get back on that gravy train. So people started spinning up development again, like, you know, like a couple years after the consoles were established. And now we're playing catch up. So I'm hoping that we're going to see like a deluge of really good games, and it's in that sweet spot again where the consoles are really great.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's
like,
what I hope anyway.
Like kind of like 2012 when like The Last of Us and a whole bunch of awesome games.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
So
2013 actually.
Yeah, the like every kind of couple of years at the end of a console life, we get sort of like the golden age of that console,
where everyone sort of mastered the hardware. So like getting back to my original question, so Anthem's your most anticipated game, or what's your most anticipated?
I would have to say Anthem is definitely the one I'm most excited about.
Yeah. For me, when I look at the list for next year, I'm kind of in the same boat as you, where I think there's going to be a lot of really good releases. I think that as much as I really liked the games that came out in 2018, I feel like 2018 was a good year for games, but not amazing, because we did have that big lull in the middle of the summer. Whereas like I'm from what I'm starting to see from people releasing release dates, probably not going to happen this year. Like it's probably going to be more reminiscent of what we saw in 2017, where like we got a more steady stream of releases, especially since, like you said, everyone's trying to sort of get their games out before next generation comes next year, or sorry, 2 years from now. For me, the games I'm really excited about, of course, The Division 2, for the same reasons why you're excited about Anthem. Like it seems like that's a world I really want to dive into. I really love The Division 1. From everything I've seen of The Division 2, I think it looks just as incredible. And it's a game I'm really looking forward to.
There are some things that I really want to say about that game, but I can't.
Yeah.
but I really want to.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after. We'll talk about it offline.
Okay. And another game, of course, I can't believe coming out next year, Drew. Shenmue 3.
Woohoo! Shenmue!
It's finally going to come out.
Well, we don't know. It might not
no,
actually.
it has a release date though.
That doesn't mean anything.
It's the game that has the latest release date because I have my release calendar in front of me.
Yeah.
It's the only game that has an August release date, August 27th.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's gonna come out, and you know what Shenmue 3 is gonna remind us all of?
Why people don't like Shenmue?
Yes. Why Shenmue was not a successful series.
Why people don't like the crane operating game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, you don't want to drive a forklift for 45 minutes?
Surprisingly not. I'm also really interested to see what now happens with the games releasing on February 15th, because suddenly that's now become the biggest day of the year. Because I don't know if you guys saw the news on, I think it was on Friday, that Metro Exodus got pushed up a week. So now instead of everything releasing on February 22nd, everything's releasing on February 15th. So we got Crackdown 3, Dead or Alive 6, Far Cry New Dawn, Jump Force, and Metro Exodus the same day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see some movement there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope so because again, like these were all of these games except for Jump Force were February 22nd games, and that all moved up.
I don't see like the games like Jump Force. I don't think have much to worry about because they're such niche games.
Yeah.
Right? They're not blockbusters anyway, so they don't really care.
Yeah. But I mean, the same crowd that goes for that type of game also goes for games like Dead or Alive. So it's like, there's a bit of cross pollination there.
You're right. There is some overlap there.
Yeah.
Anime fans do love jiggling boobies.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see like how those games do just from a news perspective anyways. My curiosity is there. And of course, I would be remiss to say that I wasn't excited for Rage 2. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah. Andrew WK aside, I think the gameplay from that game was awesome.
Andrew WK, I just don't understand.
I like Andrew WK. I don't know what they're fucking doing with this thing with the pink and the I don't know. They're going for some attitude thing that I don't understand.
Yeah, like I think the promotion of the game hasn't been great, but I think the game itself looks really cool. So that's why I'm really excited about that. Brock, what are you excited about for next year?
I'm excited to see what Cliffy B puts out and then cancels 3 months later.
But he says he's retired.
What?
But he says he's retired.
Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second.
Until he realizes he needs money again.
I'm excited for a new Bubsy game. I mean, that is
coming out next year.
That's up there.
I'm hyped for that, man.
I monster.
I know.
To be fair, it's from a different studio. Maybe I'm holding out hope that it's not terrible. We'll see.
How did that happen?
Well,
how did we get a Bubsy game, and how are we getting another one from a different studio?
Well, the studio that's doing it this time is the studio that does the Runner games, which are good. So I'm assuming there's a possibility it could be good.
Sure.
We'll find out.
I'm excited we're getting both a Crash Bandicoot Racing and a Sonic Racing.
Yep.
I mean, wow.
The best part about that is, Brock, they came out the same month.
That is, I love those games.
To be fair, though, Crash Team Racing, the better Mario Kart.
That's what IGN said too. But
it's better than Mario Kart.
Yes.
Diddy Kong Racing is still the best.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are wrong. Get out.
No.
You have little airplanes. It's good.
No, but there are some really exciting games. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
I finally get to play Kingdom Hearts 3, and hopefully it ends.
Brock, we're only a month.
That's the last one.
We're only a month and a half away from Kingdom Hearts 3. Can you believe it?
I can't. It leaked today. Someone has it.
Yeah.
So screenshots and stuff started popping up today.
Beware of spoilers.
Which is worrisome. We're getting a new Luigi's Mansion.
Yep.
Which is going to be awesome. We're getting Animal Crossing.
Yep.
Awesome.
Thankfully.
We're getting DLC for Cuphead. So
yeah.
that's going to be really kick-ass.
I'm actually kind of amazed that they waited this long to do DLC for that.
I am shocked.
Yeah.
I really hope it comes with an easy mode. I really want an easy mode.
We already got Miss Chalice too, which was a bit of a surprise.
Well, that one's the one coming, right?
Yeah,
She
that's the
hasn't
one
been
that's still
added
coming.
yet.
Okay.
It's not out yet.
That's in the DLC.
Okay, that's why I thought that had just come out.
No.
And Night School Studios is doing After Party, and they just announced their voice cast, which sounds amazing.
Nice.
They got the people for Horizon Zero Dawn and The Walking Dead.
Nice.
And that one's After Party, the one where you get to drink with the devil to get out of hell, which sounds right up my alley.
Yeah.
And Oxenfree was one of my favorite games of 2016?
Yeah.
2017?
Free, very good game.
Yeah, 2016.
2016, I think. Yeah.
I really liked Oxenfree as well.
Oxenfree is such a great atmosphere.
It was so good. And then we're getting Session, finally a new skateboarding game.
Oh my God.
That isn't Tony Hawk.
I
miss Tony Hawk.
A serious skateboarding game.
A serious, because if Skate 4 ain't going to happen, and this is what we're
We
getting
need
instead.
something. We need something.
But I'm really excited for Division 2. From what I played, I really, really like it.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much at the top of my list.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm
at least from the
very-
games we know about for sure.
There's a lot of like Days Gone. I'm really cautiously optimistic for.
Yeah.
Alright.
Crackdown 3.
Same here. Yeah. Wait,
and
hold
then-
on. You're the one person out of talking about anticipated games that said Crackdown 3. I'm amazed
I'm
by
not
this.
anticipated by it. I just hope it's good.
Yeah, me too.
I don't.
I'm not
think it will
excited
be.
at all. There's nothing about it that makes me excited
Yeah.
to play it. But then there's a lot of games that we don't know. Like we might get a Neo 2.
Yep.
It's highly doubtful.
Well, it was announced and they said 2019, but we just don't know when.
The Ghost game we might get.
Yeah,
Probably
Ghost of Tsushima.
not.
I feel like if out of all of Sony's first party exclusives, that's the one that's probably
Maybe
the
we'll get
furthest
news
away.
on Bloodborne 2.
Yeah.
Who knows?
People seem to think that we were going to get an announcement on Bloodborne 2
Well,
at some
that's
point,
because
right?
they teased it with. People thought the Sekiro
the
announcement
Shadows Die Twice thing. Yeah.
was going to be.
Bloodborne 2.
Maybe
Bloodborne
we'll
2.
get Splinter Cell announcement because I still don't know why that didn't show up at the Game Awards. It was in the fucking sizzle reel.
I still can't
Yeah.
believe that that's not a thing. It's still the only game from the Walmart Canada leak that hasn't been announced.
Hey guys, what about Borderlands 3?
no,
No.
I've given up on Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll get excited about it when Randy Pitchford tells us it's actually a thing.
He keeps tweeting 3.
He does. It sounds like an announcement's coming at some point.
I don't know what this guy's fucking problem is.
I don't know what his fucking
It's
problem
Randy
is either.
Pitchford, though. You can't trust him.
Yeah.
You can't
But
trust him.
it's really annoying.
When's Too Human 2 coming out, Drew?
When's Alien Colonial Marines 2 coming out?
That's true. What about that? Oh, that reminds me. What about that Alien game that was supposed to be announced at the Game Awards? Whatever happened with that?
Yeah, the Alien Shadow something. Who knows?
Yeah.
We might even get Beyond Good and Evil 2. Seems like
Yeah.
it's pretty close. It's
Yeah.
like there's all of a sudden a blitz for it in the PR. one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Which is
pretty cool.
weird.
Anthem is getting pushed hard right now.
Well,
Yeah, the
I would hope
Anthem.
so because it's coming out in 2 months.
Yeah, like they're leaning into it.
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh,
good
and
though.
we're getting a mainline Pokemon game.
Oh, that's true.
That's exciting.
Also, though, I just want to. Speaking of Anthem,
Segue.
kids, if you sign up for an alpha and you sign an NDA, don't stream it on Twitch.
Especially when the NDA specifically says don't stream the game.
Yeah.
Because
So here's what happened. Some ding dong did that. The game crashed. He rebooted rebooted, went back into Origin, and his library was empty.
yep.
Don't fuck with E EA.
Or just don't fuck with the NDAs that tell you not to
Yeah.
share things, essentially. Because I mean, he's lucky he's not going to get sued.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Like he may still.
I mean, he may still. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2019 seems like it's going to be a
We
pretty good
also
year.
might get Cyberpunk.
No,
Hey, we might get Cyberpunk.
I still think it's 2020 because I'm pretty sure it's a next gen like crossover game. Like I would be very surprised if it doesn't come out on both consoles
if the rumors are
simultaneously.
true and we do get an Xbox next year,
It's true.
We'll
we
get
could have Scarlet
Cyberpunk.
next year. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, that's the other thing too. Like, I mean, obviously we're not going to get the PS5 next year, but how lightly do you think we're going to get?
I think it's
Scarlet.
pretty high.
Yeah.
I think they're going to come out swinging next year.
Yeah. Actually, after what we talked about at XO18, it seems more likely than I would have imagined going into
It
it.
might really depend too on how far along they are with their developers.
Yeah.
And how far along they are with the games and if they're close to completion. And maybe we won't get a console in the fall. Maybe it'll come out in the spring. So spring 2019 instead. Definitely not spring 2020.
See, I was going to
Not
say,
spring
because I would
2019.
say, because like if it was coming out spring 2019, like we would have heard about
Yeah,
it.
the earliest we'll get is fall. But
Because we still haven't seen leaks about the console yet or anything like that either. Like,
No.
like even leaks from dev kits and stuff like that being out there. So we don't actually know like any information about Scarlet at all other than what Microsoft's told us.
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think there will be a new Switch next year?
No.
Yeah, there's rumors of like a more powerful Switch.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
No.
I don't know. That's not Nintendo style. I mean, eventually they'll do like a Switch XL or something. Right?
Yeah, they'll do like an iterative upgrade, like the PS Lite or
I
something.
just couldn't see it
Yeah.
next. They already have so much on the plate next year to push.
Yeah.
Like they have so many games coming out
They
next
do.
year.
They're like the first party publisher that has the most games next year.
It's crazy. Fire Emblem, maybe Metroid, like
Yeah.
Bayonetta.
Well, even just the stuff we know about, we got Fire Emblem,
Marvel.
Animal Crossing, Marvel, Luigi's Mansion.
I have a list. It was
Yoshi.
like, it was
They
crazy.
have so many games next year that
In
they've
terms of,
already
like,
announced.
manufacturing, they seem so hard on like pushing Labo, getting Labo into schools and stuff like that. Because if you can get government contracts to sell your fucking video game shit,
Yeah.
That's just a license to print money.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's an initiative, right, that Michelle Obama started.
Yeah. Well, but this is why though.
Yeah.
Like, because if they get,
Because I'm sure their
this,
sales aren't very good.
Yeah.
I really regret buying it. It now just takes up a lot of room.
but like, it's not for the consumer.
No.
Like, it's the people that they're selling this to are so like fucking preschools buy them and shit like that. Because if you look at things like the other STEM things that are out there, those other products, they're heavily pitched towards things like teachers and shit like that. Because then once you get that product in a kid's hands, then you create that relationship with that kid for the rest of their lives. They become a brand ambassador essentially for your product. It's just good business, right? Everyone's like, good for them for like wanting to teach kids about science. That's fucking secondary to them. Like they know this is a good opportunity to market to kids because, you know, when you get on the ground level with kids, man, that's golden.
And you're set for life. Look at Nintendo. They corrupted our childhoods.
Look at Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like if you look at YouTube, like all these platforms are dominated by stupid shit that kids do. Kids, I love you, but like,
And congratulations to YouTube for having the most disliked video of all time.
What's that one?
The 2018 year in review with all their creators.
Yeah. Wait, that overtook like Battlefield 5?
Everything. It is now the most disliked video. They tweeted about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are so many
crazy.
great
It's
creators
almost
in
like
that
having
video.
a ton of Nazis and racists in your video. It wasn't good for business.
Are you saying that that's part of like the YouTube playbook that you have to have in order to be a YouTuber?
Look at PewDiePie. Yes, it is.
Well, I don't know where to segue from there.
Nothing.
I'm just kind of confused.
Well, speaking about Nazis, Wolfenstein is also getting an update next year with a new one.
Yeah, that's true. It's getting a new game, and I'm hoping Doom Eternal comes out next year.
I think it will.
That would be incredible.
So we're gonna have a pretty good year. Maybe Fallout 76 will be patched and fixed by then. Who
Well,
knows?
to be fair, I've been hearing that the newest patch fixes a lot of stuff.
I'm really pleased to hear that they are addressing things.
Yeah.
They haven't solved every problem, but they're actively putting out patches week after week.
Honestly, I
trying to
think
work on
by
shit.
this time next year, I think it's going to be a way better game by far. It's going to be like No Man's Sky kind of level, transformation level. I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. It sounds like they're going to stick with it at least and try and fix it.
2019 is looking pretty good for gamers.
Yeah,
Not
for sure.
good for the wallets, but good for gamers.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And Drew will skip it all and just play Subnautica 2.
Oh, dude, if they put out Subnautica 2, that's it, man.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything else.
Subnautica is now on Game Pass, so for those of you who can check it out.
Yeah,
Have
if you've ever
have
played
they
it.
officially, are they still in early?
No, it's officially
I
out
think it's
now.
officially out.
Because
Because it was, I'm not going to lie, the experience on the Xbox in early access or whatever
Yeah.
was not the best experience.
Yeah, because the PS4 version came out, I believe, at the end of last month, and that was the when the 1.0 launch was. Kind of like when PUBG came to PS4, that was when like the 1.0 launch for Xbox.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff coming up, but stuff is still coming out.
Yeah.
Like that's nuts.
We just got a new game released this week, so
Yeah. So there's a game, Brock. Did you play it?
Hello?
Yeah.
No.
My fucking how am I the only one who's played this?
I played it. I just didn't play it last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you
Like, I played Below.
okay.
But just not, like, I haven't played it since it officially came out.
have you played it like from the opening with
Yeah,
the
so I
crazy
played the
opening?
first, like, hour of the game.
Okay.
So from the very start to, like, where you go to, like, into the first cave kind of thing.
That game is so good.
Yeah.
It is so good. Like the presentation on that game is so intense. Like it has this like really cool it really grabs you from the beginning, this really cool sort of aesthetic. It reminds me of games like Metroid and stuff. It's very heavy sort of environmental storytelling. It also reminds me a little bit of like Shadow of the Colossus or something like that, because like there's no, at least so far in my experience, there's no exposition. Nobody said you are a great hero going on an adventure to like there's none of that. It's just like it opens with like the sea and like this shot of the sea, and it's slowly pushing in. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on because it's night and it's dark, and you slowly push in and push in and push in and push in and push in on a boat on the ocean as it eventually like lands ashore, and then you start playing the game, and it does it all of this stuff sort of environmentally, how it sort of explains like its mechanics and stuff like that, and It's really cool. It's a really cool, really interesting game. Otherwise, it's like a top-down kind of Zelda-like in terms of how it plays.
Okay.
Like, I mean, literally you swipe your sword and you cut grass. Right.
Nice. Can you do like the spin attack?
There's no spin attack that I've
No.
seen so far. And you also have a bow that you can shoot and shoot arrows.
Nice.
And there's a whole thing with like there's like a lantern thing that has like bigger sort of gameplay, like it's like puzzle solving stuff associated with that. And the bad guys are like really scary because they're just like red eyes in the dark, and at first they run away from you, and then they start chasing you, and it's really fun.
Are you really confused?
Oh yeah,
Because I was super fucking confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Not like
that's-
it's a bad thing. I just was very confused.
I think that's part of like they're handing you bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Right. Just in the same way that like Journey, right? The same kind of idea. Like they're being very careful about how they communicate stuff to you, what and where, and not being explicit about it and letting you sort of like make up your mind about what's going on.
This also sounds like it's probably not the type of game you'd want to play at an event for 10 minutes.
No.
See, that's where I first played Break 3, and I
yeah.
played it for almost an hour, and it was like, I was really hooked, but it was weird.
Yeah, that's a weird place to play it. Like
Yeah.
playing at home alone at night with all the lights out, I was like, wow, this is perfect. It was so good.
Nice. Yeah, I really need to play it, but Brock and I have both been hooked on this other game that came out.
Ashen? Because Ashen fucking rules.
Ashen is also
Ashen is so much fun.
I also need to play Ashen.
It is hard as shit. and I'm not good at it, but it is so good.
All right, Brock, tell us about Ashen, then we'll get to the other game that I was referencing.
Ashen came out now. It's been out for a week. It's
Yep.
it is a fucking Dark Souls type game. It reminds me a lot of Dark Souls.
Okay.
It's RPG-ish, but it's co-op. And I've yet to play with anyone, but I feel like that would make it a lot better. Or a lot more helpful for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
What is the AI just
I don't
not
know if
very
it's
smart?
online co-op. I feel like it's only local.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but it is a very, very cool atmospheric game. Again, like Below, that I'd very much highly recommend.
Yes.
It's I got to play more of it, but the boss battles are some of like the best of the year. It's a really, really cool game.
It's still crazy to me that both of them are out on Game Pass like right now.
Right? Yeah.
Like at the same time.
December's good.
Yeah.
Now the other game we're gonna talk about is.
I still can't believe you actually picked this up and are as hooked on it as
do
I
you know
am.
how much I played of it too?
A lot, probably.
So fucking much.
Talking about.
Super
Super
Smash
Smash
Bros.
Oh my god.
I've converted him, Drew. He's one of us now.
I probably at least played 15 hours this week.
Good Lord, that game is so good.
Are you playing World of Light though?
No, I don't like World of
I've
Light.
heard
I
a
just
lot,
play
of a lot of people dunking
No.
on World of
I
Light.
I think
know.
what we talked about last week, I think classic mode way
classic
better.
mode. It's all I play.
Oh my God, it's so good.
All I
Have
do
you
is play classic mode.
unlocked all the characters?
No,
No.
God,
oh,
no.
it takes forever.
Yeah.
I've
So this is the thing. Like when I was at HUD, we were talking about this. We were just hanging out in the green room, and they pulled out Smash, and I was like, "So what happens if you're like Evo or some other like esports organization, and you're having a tournament, and you need one more station or something? Does that mean that someone has to like stay up all night and unlock all the characters? Like Cam and like and the PA whose name I've forgotten, who's a really really nice guy. We were talking to is like they're like, yeah, we've been like just grinding shit out so we can have all the characters, but like that's a real scenario that's gonna happen to some poor son of a bitch.
Well, I think Nintendo's gonna have to ship copies with the full cast on it for our tournaments and stuff.
Or
right?
all they need to do one thing that game developers don't do anymore. Just patch in a cheat code.
Yeah,
Patch in a cheat code that unlocks all the characters. That's
Uh,
it. And to be fair, if they use like for tournaments, they might have like a developmental version that might just or save file that they can use.
yeah.
That has all
But
the
like
characters on it.
famously, Nintendo hasn't always played nice with other esports organizations.
Yeah.
right?
But they seem to be better now.
Yeah.
They seem to have a good year in it. Smash is doing pretty good for them.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just taking off. So yeah,
Cool.
But yeah, it's not like you. I don't even think you could grind all the characters out at night. Like,
actually, you can grind them out in about 5 or 6 hours. You just have to do it a specific way.
how?
So the way to do it is basically there's a 10-minute timer between when a challenger appears. So what you can do is if you do a normal battle, like just a normal smash and play for like 2 minutes, you can then close the game, reopen it.
Didn't they patch that?
No.
Are you sure? When
As
was the
far
last
as I
time you
know, I
tried
haven't
it?
heard about it being patched.
I heard it got patched last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't hear about that.
On 1.2 or 1.3, they fixed it.
Well,
Well, there you go.
There you go. So
just
problem
gotta
solved.
do the
I'll
old-fashioned
try it,
way.
but I heard that was gone.
yeah.
Because people were complaining it didn't work.
So
Yeah.
favorite Smash fighter, I really like Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
unlocked him yet.
No.
I don't.
He must be hidden behind the Keyblade.
Yeah, that's what you have to go to Disney World and rub your Switch on one of those magic mirrors.
I think though that's the character you really need the cheat code for, Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking a lot of the I love Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah.
I love what's the Rower Siron, the wrestler dude.
Oh,
the new one?
Incineroar.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Incineroar,
dope.
yeah.
The other
Rower
Pokemon
Siron.
sweet.
Oh my God, Incineroar! Did you like the battle to unlock Incineroar is so hard?
I didn't have a problem with him.
Really?
But I've had a lot. Like Falcon just kept killing me.
Oh man,
over and over.
Whereas Captain Falcon, really easy for me.
No.
but Incineroar, like it took me like 6 tries to unlock him.
And Rosaline fucking destroyed me time after time. She's so OP. She's got this like killer shield.
Yeah.
Can't Captain Falcon just hit you with a car? That doesn't seem
No,
nice.
he's got a Falcon Punch. That's
Falcon
it.
Punch.
That's it.
It's a
That's
little
it.
weird. His whole thing is he drives a car and the car isn't involved.
I'm really hooked on.
Only his final smash.
final smash,
where he
yeah.
summons all the F-Zero cars to ride.
I
you
love
over.
King Cruel's finishing smash. It's sweet.
I still haven't. He's one of the ones I haven't unlocked.
I
yet.
unlocked him.
Yeah.
I like Chester Cheetah's final smash where he drops all the cheese on you.
Blinks the cat shows up. He's pretty killer.
Yeah.
He goes back in time, and then you're playing Mario Party 1 for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nuts.
I really don't like World of Sprite or whatever it is.
World of Light.
It's not. It's
World of
it's
Sprite.
not- It's very boring and not very fun.
Yeah, it's what we talked about before. Where I think like if you like the spirit battles, then you'll really like it because it's just 20 hours of that.
I don't really get the point of the spirits. Like they don't really do anything.
Well, I found what ends up happening for me is that when I do battles in World of Light, I just auto assign my spirits.
yeah, I would assign them. It
And
doesn't
so-
make a difference. It seems.
No, exactly.
It's pretty-
Except for when I eventually unlock Spectre Knight, because then I just assign Spectre Knight all the time. I don't care who.
But you don't
I'm
get
fighting.
to actually use him.
I don't care. He's there to help me. He's my bro.
I like
love
the
Spectre
little
Knight.
jar you can shake and throw though that opens up all these characters
Yeah,
like
assist
Shovel Knight
trophies.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I
The
just want
assist
all
trophies
that.
are really sweet.
There's a little rocket you can attach to people and it shoots them up into the sky.
Just kind of like
That's fun.
Just Cause 4.
Yes,
Kinda
just
like
like
Just
Just Cause 4.
Yeah.
Crossover coming.
Nice.
So yeah, there's some really fun things.
If they put
Yeah.
Rico in that game,
What about the tornado from Just Cause 4? I
Yeah.
think that should be a character in
that'd
Smash.
be a good idea.
Yeah. No, I'm really digging this game more than I thought.
Yeah.
It might be because I have 5 seasons of Friday Night Lights to get through and I'm watching it and playing Smash
Well, it's
at
the
the same
perfect
time.
game to play while doing other things if you're
It
playing by
really
yourself.
is.
Yeah.
It
And
really
play-
is.
Playing online, though, is awful.
I would never play online.
I do not recommend,
I would
unless you have the
never.
LAN adapter, don't play online with
I
Smash.
still have not paid for the online on Nintendo
Yeah.
and don't see.
See, I did the trial so I could play Smash Brothers online and then realize it was a terrible mistake.
It's not for you.
Well, no, it was just, it's so laggy.
Oh, I was going to say, what makes it bad?
The issue is like there's so much lag that like it's like 5 or 6 seconds between actions.
and like Twitch in a fighting game, especially in a fighting game
yeah,
like
in a game like
is-
Smash,
is
it's
really
just
important.
like you're screwed. Like especially because they don't have a LAN adapter built in, so you have to go buy the LAN adapter separately, like for $30, the USB LAN adapter.
Well, shit.
Which then gives you a much better performance from what I've heard.
Huh.
So that's the issue. But yeah, same with you, Brock. I've been loving Smash. It's been awesome.
It's a fun game.
Yeah,
It's a fun game.
yeah.
I love to Smash
Yes, me too.
buttholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait until they put Swamp Daddy in Smash.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, Swamp Daddy,
Swamp Daddy,
baby.
yeah.
No, there's some cool characters I didn't think I'd like, but Pokemon Trainer fucking rules.
I can't believe they put the whole cast of Duck Dynasty in that game.
Yeah,
If
nuts. Yeah. Yeah, their special move is make America great again.
To be fair, they did have their own video game, Drew, so it counts.
Yeah.
We all know that. We all had that.
Yeah.
We got the signed copies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one hanging on my wall.
Yeah.
I had it bronzed like baby shoes.
Also, no surprise, but one of my favorite characters in Smash, my favorite new character, Ridley. I mean,
Nice.
that's a no-brainer.
Ridley's super rad.
He's super powerful and kind of slow, but I love
There's also
Ridley.
characters I have no idea who they are. Like I'll be like facing them like I don't understand where you're from.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Fire Emblem
A
characters
lot
from
of
like
Fire Emblem,
the new
and I don't really know
games.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
And I think there's like the
think-
characters from Castlevania. I don't.
Hold on, that's you dissing my main because I main a Fire Emblem character, Brock.
Oh.
I main Marth. He's my
yeah.
go-to since.
A lot of people don't know who Marth is because not a lot of people played that, but
Yeah.
at least they've made that connection. But like,
But Martha's been in Smash for a long time.
there's
Yeah,
some, there-
exactly.
there's some newer Fire Emblem characters from like the game that some
Yeah,
people may have
like
not
Lucina or Corin or
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah.
But they're
Like
just
Robin,
from,
I know,
They're like
but, like-
from Awakening and Fates.
yeah, I just want
essentially.
so who cares?
Yeah, but I mean, they finally added Crom. It took them like 3 games
Crom's
to
the
add
only,
Crom
like,
for some
he's
reason.
obviously the Smash character. I don't know what they're doing there.
But all Crom is just a clone of Ike.
Yeah,
That's the best part about him.
I know.
Yeah,
He's basically Conan the Barbarian. That's why his name is Crom.
yeah.
Let's fuck it up. All right. Anything else?
and
You guys playing another video game?
I'm playing
Monster
other
Boy,
video
baby.
Oh, are you talking about
Monster Boy? Is that out?
It's so
it's
fucking
out.
awesome.
That game looks so dope.
It's so good.
Yeah, I can't believe they made a new Monster Boy game after like 30 years since there's been one.
It is so good. I will be going home and promptly playing more Monster Boy because it is top notch.
Yeah.
Top notch platforming video game.
Yeah. See, I've been holding off on it because I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to spend $49 on this game right now, but it is a game I'm really interested in.
49.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
That's pricey. Is Sega actually putting the thing out, or is it Hudson? Or
No, it's a different company.
Some weird company
They like
that owns the
they
rights.
like licensed the rights to it.
Yeah,
Essentially,
I
from
feel like
Sega.
Hudson were the ones who like first did it.
Yeah.
With Sega.
It's
I
the
don't
same.
know.
It's the same company that developed the Monster Boy remake.
Right.
Yeah.
Testing those waters.
So as for me, I played some games this week,
You
but
did.
But I'm not going to go into them because I mean we don't need. They're games we don't need to go into. For example, Persona 5 Dancing. I played that this week.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of fun. It's good to see the cast of Persona 5 again.
Joker dancing up a storm.
Joker dancing up a storm, as well as I made the world's worst Morgana. He's in a Sonic the Hedgehog outfit, and he's got like these weird glasses, and he's got like this really long nose and a mustache.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's like nightmare inducing.
Okay, when you do you do any of the Fortnite dances, and then when you do rappers sue you?
If only.
Okay.
I wish you could unlock the Fortnite dance.
Yeah.
It's true, but alas, it's just J-pop dances
Yeah,
instead.
no, there's no Millie swipe.
No. I also played Jaws on the NES this week, Drew. That was the highlight of my week.
Wait, what?
I played Jaws on the NES.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because I decided to sit down and beat it in one sitting,
All right.
just going back and forth, collecting seashells,
Do your
going back and forth between the ports, Drew. So then I can power up my boat so that I can kill Jaws.
This sounds more like Jaws Revenge.
But that's just what you do in Jaws on the NES. That's the whole game.
Okay.
You sail back and forth between 2 ports, and then your ship stops, and then you have to kill like manta rays and collect seashells that they're carrying.
Remember Jaws Revenge when they go to like the Bahamas and the shark
And the shark follows them.
the shark chases them there?
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's a movie. All right. So Drew,
The shark is really mad.
the real question is, can you play Jaws on the Soldier Boy console?
Probably because the Soldier Boy console is coming out. According to Soldier Boy,
Yeah.
he made a video game console.
The Soldier console.
The Soldier console, it'll play 3,000 games. Let me go over the list here from PlayStation, Neo Geo, PC, Sega, Game Boy Advance, NES, and also Soldier games.
Soldier games. Tell me more.
It runs the Soldier OS.
Of course. I mean, the most comparable of all OSs, Drew.
Yeah, so what this is an emulation box. It's
Yeah.
an Android-based emulation box, and somehow he made a weird like branding deal with somebody.
Yeah. I mean, the console looks like an Xbox One S, of course. So it's like
Yeah.
they took like the same shell. from
Yeah,
that.
I think just Soldier Boy just needs money.
Well, he made a lot of fucking money off this already. In
Really?
24 hours, he made $500,000. So that's okay.
All right.
For selling illegal ROMs.
Yeah.
And said this is a Raspberry Pi that he is selling.
Yeah, with ROMs.
With ROMs.
And he's this isn't gonna go well for him.
This is not legal.
Yeah, Nintendo just successfully sued a bunch of ROMs websites. So like Soldier Boy is gonna get if he, one or two things are going to happen. It's either going to be super unpopular and it's going to nosedive and it's going to be embarrassing that way, or it's going to be really popular and he's going to get the shit suit out
So
of
it's either it could be the Switch or it could be the Ouya, is what you're saying.
Did the Switch get?
It could have been.
Was there people being?
It doesn't matter. Forget
All right.
my dumb example.
Okay, all right. And it sounds like motherfuckers are going to get sued because Nintendo does not like it when you fuck with their
They
shit.
just sued a mom and pop for running a website where they could download ROMs that they didn't make any money off of.
Yeah.
because.
Yeah.
So
The
you
settlement
think they're
was
not
something
going to go
like-
after Soldier Boy? Are you kidding me?
34 million or something. Yeah. Soldier Boy. What do you?
Soldier Boy, we told them, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
He tried to Superman that hoe, and look what happened.
Tried to Superman that Nintendo. It did not work for him very
Yeah,
well.
I'm gonna tell you right now, don't Superman.
I'm gonna say
Nintendo.
Nintendo's your kryptonite here. Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose.
Yeah, like you don't ejaculate
I'm
on
surprised
your
it's been on
electronics.
sale for so long though,
Yeah.
and that people still love Soldier Boy so much.
Well, I mean,
I'm surprised if Soldier Boy is A, still alive, B, not in prison, C, like anyone gives a fuck.
But he was never a gangster.
Or-
He took that money because he was 15 and like invested heavily in like tech and shit.
Oh.
That guy made a lot of fucking money like in his early 20s.
Nice, that's
Like
a-
a fuck ton.
Smart kid.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, he's not a gangster at all. Like he doesn't. That's
That-
not his life.
so-
he's like literally just I think a nerd.
So is that why he's not a preacher yet? Because
Yeah,
that's
he's
what
not
turns
there.
to all,
Well,
what all the
probably
gangster
after he gets
videos
sued,
happen?
he'll go the preacher route.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't own like a piece of SpaceX or something.
Like him and
Maybe he
DMX
does,
could become
but I
preachers
feel like
together.
him and Elon Musk would be perfect for each other.
Soldier rocket.
Soldier Rocket.
Go to Soldier Space.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. People are nostalgic for the Soldier box and Soldier games, Drew.
That's true. You know, like it's really something that I missed from my childhood.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Last thing on the docket, Drew. We got an announcement from Blizzard this week about Heroes of the Storm. They basically, so what Blizzard announced is that
Heroes of the Storm is canceled. They shut it down.
It's
You
not
can't
that-
even turn it on anymore.
It's not that
If
serious.
you go to the store, it like your computer shoots water in your face and says "fuck you."
None of those things actually happened, Drew. So what they announced is that they have canceled all of the esports events for 2019 for Heroes of the Storm.
Hey,
They've also,
do they really want to make the esports community mad? Because that's all that succeeded in doing.
yeah, they also announced too that there will not be significant updates to the game. There will be like roster updates and stuff, like balance changes and stuff is what I meant.
Yeah. So like we're not getting new.
They're going to keep the
characters.
game running essentially, but they're
Yeah.
not going to add any new content. Kind of like what they do with Diablo 3 right now, where like Diablo 3 on PC. That's the whole reason why people were pissed off about Diablo Immortal, because like they haven't announced Diablo 4 yet, but they have stopped developing anything for Diablo 3.
Yeah, like we're not getting that hamster ball guy in Heroes of the Storm if they haven't already done it.
Yeah, they haven't yet.
Okay, good.
We're not going to.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, Wrecking Ball is his name, Drew.
Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball.
I know,
That's his
it's
name.
just
I
like a-
came in like a wrecking ball.
It's a good song.
It's
Yeah.
a great song. That's a great song because you can cry to it,
Yeah.
dance to it, grind to it,
Make love to
make
it.
love to it.
Yeah.
You can do all kinds of things to that song.
Yeah.
But can you
Hit
play
it from all angles.
Can you play it on your Soldier Boy console?
I could really see like screaming that while having sex. I came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, I
matter who
mean,
you're on,
I would
yeah.
never make it to the chorus because that's 30 seconds. And what am I doing it twice?
Oh, jeez. That's too much. Hey, buddy. I'm going to get some lidocaine.
Okay,
All right?
cool.
Yeah. That'll
Okay,
help.
I don't know what that is, but all right.
Yeah.
Can we just go back to Soldier Boy for a second? In
Sure.
2016, Soldier Boy signed a deal for World Poker Fund Holdings for 5 years. Okay, World Poker Fund is a builder and operator of online and event-based social gaming platforms. Soldier signed the deal for $400 million.
What?
Soldier is fucking making money.
That is paper.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
But it sounds like he's just involved in all the sketchiest shit, though.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
He's
like,
making lots of money from like online casinos and shit.
you must get in and get out. You
Yeah.
know, put that in a boat somewhere, send
Yeah.
it off the coast.
Go to Colombia.
I didn't have that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Soldier Boy? Peru.
My God. So, yeah, like getting back to Heroes of the Storm.
Here's of the Storm. Here's the Storm is not getting any major updates, which is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, is this because this is a big miss for Blizzard? Did Blizzard put out a game that people don't like?
No, because I mean, Heroes of the Storm, first of all, has been going for a long time, and it's been going strong in the esports scene. It hasn't been. It's never been. It's been like the third game in like the MOBA tier. It's
Yeah.
like League of Legends and Dota sort of vie for the number 1 and 2 spots, and then Heroes of the Storm has always been consistently been the third one.
Yeah.
So it's weird, like that they canceled this. I don't think a lot of people really saw it coming either.
How crazy is it that fucking Steam basically bought the MOBA out from underneath of Blizzard?
Yeah.
That's so weird. But anyway.
It is really weird. I mean, to be fair though, I mean Blizzard never really developed Dota anyway.
No. But it was like there was an
it
opportunity
just happened
there.
to be developed in their game,
Yeah.
essentially, kind of thing. So Again, I still think that the game itself, I mean, who knows? Maybe Activision or Blizzard will change their mind, and we don't know who made the call for this. Will change their mind maybe at some point if they see renewed interest. But yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, like you said, it sounds like Heroes of the Storm at least is finished development, where it's like it's not really going to receive any updates. And I know a lot of people are upset about that. So our thoughts go out to the people in the esports community or the content creators making like Heroes of the Storm content that just there isn't going to be new content essentially to create. So
yeah, kind of sucks.
Yeah, to have that pulled out from on you. But this is just what happens with live services games. Like this isn't the first time we've seen this happen either. Like it's going to happen eventually to all these other games, like World of Warcraft, for example, will be turned off one day.
Yeah.
Like there will be like a MMO successor for WoW as an example. So like that game will be turned off, or Overwatch is eventually going to stop receiving updates at some point. One would assume.
Yeah.
One would assume anyways. So it's just, it's tough to see stuff like this happen, but it is understandable. So anyways, I do apologize that we're ending the show on a downer topic, but we want to wish everyone, of course, a very happy and safe holidays for the next 2 weeks. We will be back in January. So before we go, one last time, episode 150, Drew, plugs go.
150 episodes. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
We've been doing this for a while.
I mean, we're coming up on 4 years.
Yeah. Brock, when did Brock start?
This time 2 years ago.
Brock joined us. What episode? We were like on episode
Game of the year. I think it was
episode.
I don't remember the number.
Like
I don't think
he's been around for at least 100 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Have I?
Yeah.
Pretty close to that.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
2 years. 2 years.
I remember making jokes about 69 because I'm very immature.
See?
And I would still make jokes about 69.
Yeah, I think it was around like 50 or 60. I think is when Brock came on.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've been here for 2 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to us, I guess.
Only 50 more episodes till we hit 200, Drew.
Is that what you do?
We'll hit.
You said 150 till we get to 300 at first.
I know. Well, no, I'm saying that because we'll actually probably hit 200 episodes next year.
Oh no, we definitely will. Yeah.
So it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look forward to new exciting stuff in 2019 or whatever.
Thanks for listening, Sean Capri. I think you've heard every episode. I think you're definitely a person who has listened to every single last episode.
Yeah, Sean is definitely like
Well, hold on.
our most dedicated fan.
Did he listen to the episodes where it sounded like we were recording in a submarine, Drew? The first, like the lost episodes of Game Moves?
Well, I mean,
I don't know, that's
there's
fine,
episode 0 is not a thing.
It's a banger.
I don't even know if I can find it anymore.
I don't think it exists anywhere.
Yeah.
It exists in like the box from Raiders of the Lost Ark at the
But
end.
the first like 5 episodes are real bad.
Yeah. That was what oh man. That was when we had Lex on the show.
Yes.
And we were doing like I was talking about Warlords of Draenor back then because it was like one of my Game of the Year contenders.
I was talking about Destiny 1 a lot, probably.
That's true. We did talk about Destiny 1 a lot because you and Lex both really like Destiny 1.
Lex has told me that he is, quote, burned out on Destiny. After putting, like 7 bazillion hours into that game. He plays way more than I do.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm burned out.
This is kind of what happened to you when there was the famous episode of Game Moves where you came in, Drew, and we're like, that's it. I've uninstalled Destiny from my console. I'm not going back. I'm done.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that.
Yeah, that was when I did the raid.
Yeah.
I did the raid in the Taken King.
Yep.
King's Fall, and
And you're like,
it.
I can't go anywhere else but down from here.
Yeah. I was excited for the sequel, and the sequel was fun while it lasted. But until they do more content stuff, like
Brock, you remember how excited we were when Destiny 2 came out? And then it just our interest just fell off.
You're like, play with me, and then I joined a session,
And
and
then
you
I
were
fell asleep.
and you were asleep.
And I think that's the last time I ever played Destiny.
You're running into a wall. It was great. I was like, oh, there's Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. Well, I don't know. I guess it's important to say thank you to people who, if you're new or if you've listened for a long time or whatever, or if you come back every once in a while. I mean, we appreciate everybody who listens to the show.
So thank you, person who I'm pointing at, who you can't actually see me pointing at.
People like, I don't know, like the Graham and Luke and other people.
I like how you're like, you can't even, you're just like, I don't even know anything. The problem is, Drew.
I do know something like
the problem is,
Squee.
it's been at least 100 episodes since we asked for questions.
Yeah.
So we don't know who anyone is anymore.
Yeah, Kayla. I mean, there's a bunch of people out there that listen to the show, and we appreciate
Yeah.
it.
I know.
Like people who interact with me, and
We got Bobby and Sean and
yeah,
Luke Lore.
Luke,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everyone out there who listens, of course. So thank you from all of us here at Game Moose.
Link, I'm sure Link's listened to a few episodes at this point.
Probably.
He's
Although
been-
this show's a little too mature for Link, I think.
He's been in the room. I'm
Yeah.
sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. So, Drew Plugs, go.
I'm at D McMillan on Twitter, and go to game-moose.com. I will have some free time and hopefully post some articles before the end of the year. But yeah, I'll you check out, keep an eye on at game_moose_cast on Twitter for you can see some new stuff go up there. And yeah.
Yeah. Or
all
like,
good.
we'll post there when we're ready to come
Absolutely.
back, or when we've got content
Yeah.
for you guys. Brock, where can people find you?
You can find me all over the internet, man. Just Google Brock. I don't know, man. I pop up.
I like how you're like, just Google Brock.
Just Google
You'll
Brock.
find Brock.
Literally will pop up though. It's either me, Pokemon,
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar, or this guy right
Or
here.
that kid.
Or Brock Turner, but we don't like talking about him, okay?
That kid from that swim team.
Yeah, we don't talk about him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's a promising career ahead of him.
Okay. So yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody. If you're hearing this, I'm giving away games on Twitter. till
that's true.
Christmas.
That's right.
We didn't
Every
mention
day.
Giving
that.
away 8 games now, I think. So just gonna keep on giving.
Play Mutant Year Zero. I'm still playing that.
Yeah,
you should
Mutant
play
Year
that
Zero,
game.
baby.
Play that game. It's really good. Play Below.
Play Below, play
Play
Ashen,
Ashen.
play Monster Boy.
Play
Smash
Mighty at
Brothers.
Xbox has killed it this year.
Yeah.
I am thankful for them.
Cool.
Play Persona 5 Dancing.
There you go.
Do that. As for me, you can find me on Twitter at Ryan Turford. That's TURFORD. And that'll do it. So for Drew McMillan and Brock McLaughlin, I'm Ryan Turford. Thank you very much for listening. This has been episode 150 of the Game Moose Podcast. And we're out for the holidays. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, 2018.